Right, good evening, and thank you very much for joining me again today. And today we're going to be looking at our gold trading. So I would like to thank all the guys who have joined the group. We are now over 65 people in the group, and I'm thinking of keeping the group at about 100 people. So what I'm going to do is slowly, we're going to get to a point where everyone is going to eventually be in our one-on-one mentorship, which is where myself and you will be talking every week about your trades and see how you've done. So that is the plan. So today I'm going to quickly show you how I passed my phase one. I shared the certificate with all of you. I've got a number of accounts with BlueBerry funded, and please use my affiliate link, which is in the description. And then if you use my affiliate link, you can directly benefit by talking to me when I am live here, and also once in a while when we're not live. And as I said, I'll give you instructions as time goes on how we're going to proceed. So what has happened is that last week I have passed my first prop account. I was not using prop accounts. I was trading with my own funds. And after being recommended, I've gone to a number of prop firms. And last week, I fortunately passed one, but I also failed a number of accounts. So that was my first attempt, and I misunderstood the rules. So one of my accounts that I lost, it was very unfortunate that I reached, so it's a $2,500 account. I reached the $2,500 account. I reached 2,540. And then after I reached 2,540, the next day, because I was still new on prop firm, I did reckless trades as I was attempting to learn. And unfortunately, from 240, I ended up going to my limit per day, which I can lose, is only $100. So I thought I was going to lose $100, and I'll be allowed to lose up to 2,450. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. If you're now at 2,550, you can only lose up to 2,450. And I thought I was going to be allowed to lose all the way back to 2,400. However, that was not the case. So when I got to 2,438, I found myself with no account. So suddenly my account was no longer valid. And so now I know the rules. I must not lose more than $100 a day. And I must not play with those accounts. I was used to trading with $4, $5. That was my account, which I was trading. But now I'm trading with quite a huge sum of money. For example, now I can lose $200 on my 5,000 account if I want, or I can make a lot in a day. So like today, I've had quite a number of trades. So I'm going to show you my history. And you see that today, since morning, I've been trading on my other account. So my other account is called a synthetic. So I've got a number of prop accounts, and I was on my synthetic account. So I want to show you my synthetic account. So on the synthetic account where I'm trading, this morning I started trading, and I started off with some losses. Yesterday I had quite a number of losses and wins, but the losses were all stop losses. So because yesterday there was a big move on volatility 75, I lost $39, $49, and $11. These were hit as stop losses. So they were hit. And then I made back some of the money through scalping, $20, $7, $13, $9, and then the small amounts here. And then today I made the big one, which is $68. But what you're not seeing here is that at one point I was minus $70 on this account here. So it came back from minus $70 because if you look at how the move happened. So let me show you how this move happened. There was a big move on volatility 75, which got us all by surprise. So I did sell because I thought we were at the end, but it turns out that we're not at the end, and therefore it kept taking me out. So it kept taking me out, and I was in a big drawdown. However, I managed to hold, and eventually I got to this position where I closed with $70 profit. So since morning today, I have made a lot of trades, scalps, and also all sorts of trades. So today I've made 20 plus 13 plus 20. So that is 40, 50, 50 plus 60, $110. So that is my kind of day. I want to make $110 a day on the synthetic account because I want to pass it within 5 days. So my plan is to make $100 a day, and I'll pass it within the short space of time. And my secret is to use the small lot size of 0.02. I don't use more than 0.02 because I don't know what's going on. To be honest with you, I don't even understand why synthetics move. So I'm blindly following the candles. There is nothing going on here, which you can say you know what is going on. And I think this is going to be my very last synthetic account. I don't understand synthetics, and I don't know why they move. So it's very difficult for me. In gold, I know why gold moves, but I was attempting to understand why synthetics move and also at what time they move. I now know what time they move, but unfortunately, I don't understand why they move. So for synthetics, I'm going to leave it alone. So let's go to how I passed phase one. I passed phase one on gold. So only gold. That's all I was trading, and I've passed. So what it means is that I'm now on phase two. And unfortunately, phase two did not start well. So I happened to trade on my cell phone, and I entered the trade by mistake, which I don't know what happened. So I entered a trade, and then I entered a second one. After I entered the second trade, I found out that I had entered it without a stop loss. And that was crazy. I found out myself in a very deep drawdown. But let me show you the accounts. So let me quickly show you my dashboard so that you understand how I passed the first stage. So we go straight to my dashboard, and my dashboard will show you how I entered and how I won this week. And this is my full dashboard here, full transparency. I'm going to be showing you my dashboard so that I can show you when I win and I lose. So I started this account on the 28th of April. I have never lost on this account. And let me tell you what happened. I had one very good day when I made $131 in one day. My lot size was only 0.02. And I made all this money. I caught all the move in Asia and won in one day. Then the other day I made $27. The other day I made $13. The other day I made $14. And I won and finished. I was done with this account. So that is how I succeeded with this account. I've got a number of other accounts. So currently, this account, it was promoted. And then after it was promoted, I almost lost this account because of the mistake I made with the lot size, the stop loss. I entered the transaction and I didn't realize that I had not put a stop loss. That was my mistake. You are not supposed to trade without a stop loss on BlueBerry Funded. So you can see that I'd lost. So let me show you what happened. This is the day when I forgot to put the stop loss here. I lost 96. That was bad. And then after that, I've obviously clawed back this account. If you see -4, it doesn't mean I was on -4. It just means that day, I only lost $4. So at first, I didn't make anything, I didn't trade it. Then I made -42, which is a loss. The next day, I forgot to put stop loss. So this carried over overnight, and I got -96. And then I made $16, and then I lost $4 on this day and made nothing. on the 9th. So I wasn't trading this account because I was busy with the other accounts. However, I've managed to rescue this account. At one point, this account was at almost $20 only left for me to blow. I was left with $20 to blow this account. They only show you what happens at the end of the day. If you trade on one day, they only show you the result at the end. They don't show you if you go up and if you go down. So I've also gone up into this account. I've also gone down. And as you can see, I'm still safe. And when I say I'm still safe, max loss is 250. I've only lost 112. I can make back this money in one day. Daily loss 0. Maximum trading days, I've only traded one day. I require 5 days. That is the other days where losses, they don't count. And I only need to make $150 on this account. So this week, I must pass this account. If I don't pass this account, it means I'm not doing trading. Because trading, I must make $50 a day. And if I'm serious, I must make this money probably in a day. I must be able to reach the target of 150. So that is my plan. This coming week, I plan to pass this account without losing the account. And the way I don't lose the account is I continue to trade with a low lot size until I'm familiar with my times. At the moment, I'm testing a new plan. So at the moment, it's not yet ready. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I pass this account, I'll share the certificate with you. And I'm not going to lose this account. I can assure you that I'm not going to lose this account because I'll use proper risk management and I'll try to win and not lose the money. So my target is to win $50 a day, which means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. By Thursday, I should have passed this challenge. I should have made $150. There's no reason why I can't make $150 when I've got such a big balance of 2,000. So if you look at my volume here, I've traded quite a lot. My lowest was 2,302. I almost lost this account. That is how bad it was. I was only $2 from losing this account. That's how bad it was. At one point, I had to stop trading because I was so close to losing the account. And I reached 96. As you can see, 96.99. If I just reached $100, I was going to lose the account. That's how bad it was. And that was because of a lack of proper planning. I didn't properly plan these trades of mine. Okay, so I think I'm done here. That is me completely successful on my phase 1. I've passed phase 1. I've got a number of accounts. I also have a synthetic account, which I'm busy with. But as I said, I'm not going to be trading synthetic accounts. I'm going to give that synthetic account away and deal with other things. I don't want to trade synthetics because I don't know what's going on. I just follow the candles. While gold, I know what is happening. I know there's a market behind it. There is news behind it. I can analyze it. So it's very sad that I had to jump into synthetics. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I was just bored, but I did jump into synthetics. So that is what happened. I wish you guys well in everything that you're doing. And as I said, if you want, you can pay a small amount of money, $50 a month, and then you get to work with me on a daily basis on your account until you pass and until you start making money. You are going to make a lot of money. Synthetic accounts, no, don't touch. Do gold. Well, that is where the money is. That is where you can understand what's going on. And don't trade all the time. Only trade when you need to. Don't trade all the time. All right. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you've got any questions, you know where to get hold of me. WhatsApp me directly. And please buy your proper account using my link below. The link is in the description. Thank you very much. And I'll see you again. Let's say on Monday, I'm going to be trading live here from 1 o'clock. We found out that trading at 12:49 is a bad idea. The market turns. So we're going to move our trading to 19 minutes past 1. That is the time we're going to start trading. After testing for 1 week, it's clear that trading at 12:49 is a bad idea. We're going to start trading at 19 minutes past 1. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again later.